sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 listen, 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 listen. This Eagles talk, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat Shelley, Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on him, drop the facts on him. Spur King, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man, Dante the Dark Knight. Well, didn't turn out the way I expected it to be. Key of the game, I said, if we win the turnover battle, we win the game, right? I said that. We win the turnover battle, we win the game. Jalen Hurts is very much missed on this game. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever listen to Micah Parsons, Chris Sims, and all. This is not a system. This is not a team thing. Our quarterback means a lot to our success. He does not turn the ball over. He's not throwing 2 interceptions and mishandling snaps. Gardner Minshew was actually responsible for about 3 turnovers, and then Pat would say 4, but 3 turnovers are the Gardner Minshew's. The fumble to who was that? What was it? Boston Scott. Mishandled the handoff, the 2 interceptions. You don't throw slants to Quez Watkins. Where they get that from? Quez Watkins, they might call him the speedy Batman, but he's been demoted to a Robin. He's a Robin. He should not be in position to make plays on big downs like that. That was the first mistake. Jalen would have understood that. Jalen would have known.
Targeted him 5 times.
Not go to Quez Watkins in big time situations like that. But it is what it is. I mean, we had a, there's no what's the word? There's no.
We targeted him 5 times.
Yes.
No way in hell should you be targeting Quez Watkins on slants 5 times.
No,
all right?
Quez Watkins should not be
listen,
primary player.
He's our deep threat. He's the guy with a deep seam, the deep post, the deep corners, nothing over the middle. Those guys are Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and now Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I'm not even going to worry about that because we still had opportunities in this game. Can we talk about this 3rd down and 30? We played the prevent defense and the prevented us from winning.
Yeah, and that was another thing. I said turnovers was a key, right? And then I said our defense will have to play a big role in us winning this game, and they weren't able to. I can't totally blame it on them, but I do blame it somewhat. Jonathan Gannon scheme is very basic. It's vanilla. It only works because we have talented, athletic players on defense, but it's a very vanilla defense if you think about it. And that zone is so passive. Whenever I see it, I expect bad things to happen, and it happens every time because we have a secondary that specializes in man-to-man coverage. And when you put them in zone, you kind of reduce what they do best. You take away their strength. Now that there was one, was that 3rd and 30? That's when they went up top, and Darius Slay was in the zone, and the safety didn't get over there in time.
No.
If that was man-to-man, Darius Slay does not let him get behind him.
Dante, I'm going to stop you right now. I got to stop you right now because let me give you the breakdown of that situation. First and foremost, right? First and foremost, you're the outside boundary. You do not let a receiver get on your backside on the outside boundary. You don't play that. Because what happens when you do that in that particular situation, you lose track of the receiver. Now you're lost. You're in no man's land. All they were doing is just throwing the ball deep to try to get some yards, get a pass interference. It happened twice. Right? Then the safety, the hell you looking at Josiah Scott. It's 3rd down and 30. All you had to do is get depth. Why the hell are you playing for the short passes? Get depth. Then you can make a play because Slate wasn't where he should have been.
So you saying he shouldn't have not? He should have kept the receiver in front of him.
First of all, when you backpedaling, right, on my back shoulder, no receiver should be pat on this side of me at all in that situation. I should keep the receiver in front of me, right here in front of me, right? The minute that he gets in this portion of my area, I can't see him. When I can't see him, I can't feel him. Therefore, I'm lost as a defensive back. All right. Even if you play a cover 2 or cover, whatever it is, right? You never let the receiver lean on your outside blind shoulder. It's freaking elementary. You learn this in high school. Then as a nickel corner safety, whatever Josiah Scott is playing, you see they threatening you with one freaking receiver. Get your ass over there.
Yeah,
stop looking at a damn quarterback. Let's get your ass over there.
Yeah,
Listen,
not
the
not
Cowgirls
happy about
didn't
this.
Go off, Pat.
The
Go off on
Cowgirls
that
didn't
defense,
beat
Pat.
us. We beat ourselves.
Say it
We turned
again.
the ball over
Yeah.
4 times. We
Say it
gave up
again.
that 3rd down and 30 and that 4th down and 8.
Yeah.
It's
When
mostly on
there are
defense, though. 30
opportunities.
points by offense, and you can't stop the Cowboys. You let them put up 40 on this defense, one of the
When
top
you-
defenses in the league.
Well,
When
see,
you
that's
have
why I don't
opportunities.
totally, because I'm looking at one of the turnovers. I don't know about the other ones, but this one I'm looking at, we gave him the ball at the 30-yard line. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
you
still,
can't
even
turn the
with the
ball over.
turnovers, we still put up 34 points. Even with the even with the turnovers, offense made up for their mistakes. What did defense do?
Well, to me, it's the same situation with but we won that game. But it was but that was special teams. It was with Green Bay. When you give short fields to good
I need a
teams,
shot.
it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't put it on the defense. When you're giving up turnovers and you're giving up short
You put it on the
fields.
defense. Don't say we can't
No,
put it on
I'm
the
putting
defense.
on the defense
The
today.
hell you can't put it on the defense? Yes, you can. When you give up a 3rd down and 30, the hell you can.
Yeah, I
When
can
you
do
create
that. But when the
fumbles, you gotta
offense
pick
turns the
up.
ball over and gives it to him on the 30-yard line,
It's a team game.
multiple
Things like
times.
this happens during this game. When you have the opportunity to shut that offense down, it's your responsibility not to go out there and lollygag. It's your responsibility to get off your ass and play football.
I don't agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they equally deserve credit for the
I
loss.
don't.
Get
I
me
think
wrong.
it's more on the defense. Real
But
talk.
I don't. 4 turnovers.
It is. I'm not saying that,
I don't
but they
care if
still
it's the
made up.
85 Bears. You
But
can't
how many
turn the
points?
ball over
How many
4
points they
times.
put up? We didn't. I didn't. Come on now.
I'd expect 34 points. Yeah, 34 points to win any game. Yes. But when you put up 34 points, and it should have been 45, because if you don't turn the ball over 4 times, we get more than 34. We
Where
get
did you
more
score
than
50?
34. We put it away. We put the game away if we take care of the ball. If that's Jalen Hurts, we got a 50 burger looking at. We're looking at a 50 burger.
I'm taking
Because he's
5
not
shots right
turning the
now.
ball
It
over
was
4
Jay right
times.
there.
His offense is not coming out and turning the ball over. And look, it's Tony Burns. 4 turnovers, 20 points. 20 points off of 4 turnovers. The offense has got to do their job also. And they did it. They put up 34 points, but you can't give the ball away 4 times. Every time we were up 10 points. At one point, we was up 10 points in the 3rd quarter, and we let them right back in the game. 20 points, man. 4 turnovers is a lot. You cannot give up 4 turnovers. We're losing every game we give up 4 turnovers. There's no game, and you guys prove me if I'm wrong.
No, you're
What
right.
game are we turning the ball over 4 times and we're going to win the game?
You're right. Anytime that we give the ball to the opposition and they score 20 points, we giving away 20 points. Our turnover differential is being changed, and that game is being changed. And that aspect is kicking our behind in these games that we lost. We didn't lose games because the team outplayed us. Dallas didn't outplay us.
No,
We
they did
outplayed
not.
ourselves.
Mm-mm.
both offense and defense.
We totally beat ourselves. That we can all agree. We beat ourselves.
With the aspect of Parsons, who only got one QB pressure today.
I agree with that. That Sanders fumble. Minshew had a bad game. He did. I'm sorry. He put up 34 points, but
he was the second coming,
had a bad
remember?
Game. Yeah.
He just had to manage the game. We just needed him to do
if he could have just took care of the ball a little bit better, that was a winnable game. Very, very winnable game. And I count one of those fumbles to him too. So to me, he's responsible for 3 turnovers. And our starting quarterback's not turned the ball over 3 times. He's just not. I'm sorry.
I was saying that too. It did look like I gotta put this one up here.
He was thrown off his back foot.
Why did it look like Minshew was thrown off? That he had a touchdown pass.
Yeah,
he had a touchdown pass to Quez, and it like he closed his eyes and let the ball fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that 3rd and 30 was ugly. That was ugly. I mean, what the hell?
Well, this is why Jalen's the starter. I mean, can we shut all of that up now?
Yeah, that's why Jalen should be the MVP, because what he's able to do efficiently without the turnovers, moving the team up and down the field, giving you that insurance that, you know what, every time he has that ball, I know something good will happen. Gardner Minshew is the prototypical backup quarterback. He'll get you a couple opportunities, but yet when you turn the ball over, you're bound to do bad things, and it's not going to be looking good for the home team, for us.
JT said, I told you I didn't trust Minshew.
No, he don't even set his feet before he throws the ball, y'all.
Tony Burris says, anyway, it's in the books, and let Hurts' arm is in the sling. We got to bring him in the house next week to wrap up the 1 seed. I agree with that. I don't want to see Jalen Hurts sit for the remainder of the season.
Oh, he's not going to even tolerate that.
I mean, we can't do that. I mean, I heard Jaws talk about. He said he was a rhythm type of guy. He needed reps. You know what I mean, to stay sharp. And if we think that we're going to sit Jalen for the rest of the season, that would be 5 weeks. That'd be a month.
No, we're not.
A week. That's too many weeks to sit your starting quarterback, who I believe is a rep guy too. Too much. That's just too much rust to expect him to shake off in a playoff game. So if he's all right to go, I say play him next week, sew this thing up, and if you want to rest him, you can limit his snaps the last game of the year. But I don't think you could sit him for the rest of the year. If he could play next week, man, play him. And let's sew this thing up. Even if he, if it's in the books,
he's swole after this game. Jalen Hurts is on a mission coming next game.
Yes. Well, his arm is not in the sling. First and foremost, with that first touchdown to Smitty, you saw him. He put his throwing arm up like this first, because he already knew it was a touchdown. So he knew he was okay. But precautionary stuff.
All right, Raheem says that was Dallas Super Bowl right there. I know the Eagles won't let that happen again, and the road to the Super Bowl still comes to Philadelphia. I agree with that.
Period.
And let's not. I mean, some of the positives to look at out of this game is we put up. This team had to play catch up at home with our backup quarterback. that nothing. I mean, they may feel good, but come on, really.
That's right,
really,
Bird Gang. Trash.
Really, you had to come back at home and squeak out a win like that. We was in their ass. We was in their ass for real.
We were
again.
We beat ourselves
with our backup quarterback down there in Dallas, and we didn't even have anything to play for. So I mean, they can take, they can feel good if they want to, but with our starting quarterback, same thing they said. With our starting quarterback in the playoffs, we gave y'all everything y'all can handle. Everything y'all can handle. They didn't have a lead till the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We controlled the game until the fourth quarter, and that was with the turnovers. So,
that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
We still kept control.
Yeah.
On with the ball, even with our turnovers.
Yeah, and I'm with
offense
Jamie.
Offense could overcome their issues, but defense just clearly couldn't overcome theirs.
Right. Not a bad game considering the backup quarterback. Yeah, I agree. Splash says Jalen would have blew them out easily. We was in their ass. They didn't even know it for real. Like early on. Like if Jalen was in there early on after that pick 6 touchdown,
we would have saw
we would
Minshew
have
fourth
put that.
quarter.
Yeah, that would have been. Yep, we would have saw Minshew 10-0 in the first quarter. Oh, that would have never happened with Jalen. That would never happen with Jalen. But I do see where the defense is a big. They were a problem today. They were a problem. They were giving up.
Majorly.
They were giving up way too much real estate. And they're supposed to be a top defense. That was just, they were just driving too easily sometimes. The turnovers are one thing, but they put some long drives together. 3rd and 30 is never going to be forgivable. Never going to be
I don't think I'm going to
forgivable.
get over that all season.
Yes.
I can't. Like I had to just go back in the kitchen and listen because I was like, I can't sit here and be unproductive over after 3rd and 30.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. You can't give up. And I blame JG, man, because his defense is, even when it's hitting on all cylinders, it's still pretty basic. You talk about Uggs. This is an Uggs defense sometimes. I think that our our defense overcomes JG's passiveness because of the talent that we have on defense. Not his schemes. He doesn't, we talk about the offense and how they need to design plays better, which they have done this year. I'll give them that. They had to do better play design. JG has to have better defensive play design also. I mean, when we're not getting there with the 4, and you can't expect it to get to the better teams, especially Dallas with a better offensive line. They don't have, their offensive line is not anything to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect that 4 is going to get constant pressure all the time. You've got to come with some extra body sometimes. And he just wouldn't do it in the key situations where, and we still got burnt. Like, yo, if all right, I get it. If your philosophy is, all right, we're just going to go with these 4 and drop everybody back in coverage, and we'll have more people in coverage than they have people running routes, and we were still getting burnt, wouldn't you change it up and bring some heat? Like, yo, let's give it a try because we're not doing it with 4.
So he changed his whole philosophy when Avonte Maddox went out. He got scared when Avonte Maddox went out. When Avonte Maddox went out, that was the perfect opportunity to say, you know what, I'm going to stick to my guns. And I'm still going to run the defense that I had planned today.
Yep.
I'm not going to be scared because I know Josiah Scott is not, Avonte Maddox. But at that time, you still running your defense. You don't get scared off because of one player going down. If you have the talent, which we do, you play the defense, which we should have. If you didn't feel like he was adequate enough, you do have another slot corner, Zach McPherson, who can play that position.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unexcusable the defense we saw today.
Rusty.
We had 6 sacks. Did you realize we had 6 sacks? We had a turnover for
don't even
6.
look like it.
We had
don't feel like it.
We had 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah,
it was cool up front. That backfield was just mad suspect today.
Yeah, they were.
Suspect. I just don't know what else to say about it. But that's where our weakest links were today. And I thought we were on the up once we got that pick. I'm like, all right, there go Dak being Dak, but our D-backs and our safeties just gave up way too much.
Because you said you turned Shaquille O'Neal into a 3-point shooter. You said, Shaq, go out there. I don't want you in the post. I want you to shoot threes. So that's what you did with our defensive backs. And you've been doing it all season. We've been calling you on it all season, playing this soft-ass zone all season, not just today.
Yeah.
From week 1 all the way up to now. You have the guys to play the position. Let them play the position and get into their rhythm instead of having them playing zone.
Yeah, I hate that zone. I don't like it.
We don't play good zone.
No, we don't. And we have corners that can play man to man. They can play man to man. I don't know why they continue to put them back in zone like that. But I'll tell you this: if he continues that philosophy, it's not going to fare well for us in the playoffs because we're going to see top-notch offensive coordinators in the playoffs. And don't get me wrong, I hate the Cowboys, but Kellen, whatever the guy, the OC for Dallas, he's a brilliant offensive mind, and he took advantage of everything because it's not hard to scheme against this vanilla defense. You know, when you know that they're not going to blitz a lot, you know where the openings are, and he seemed to have a play for every one of those. The wide open field. Somebody put the comment up there and said, "Why is the middle of our field always wide open?" People, you know, if we can see that. You know, what are the $1 million offensive coordinators seeing?
So you want to know why it's wide open?
Why?
Because you refuse to take your 2 linebackers off and bring an extra a corner or safety in. You refuse to match up with what they're matching up with when you have the talent to match up with
No,
whoever.
no adjustments. No adjustments. All the talent and no scheme. All talent, no scheme.
Dak Prescott went 24 for 24 with 300 yards when we played zone. 24 for 24 for 300 yards when we played zone. Let that sink in. I'm taking my shot. All right, listen.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Shout out to Smitty. He got his 113 yards today. Shout out.
He got 1,000. He got 1,000.
Shout out to Smitty.
Yeah. All right, we give it.
He was
to
on
Smitty.
fire today. That boy was balling.
Let's take it. I want to dump my shot. I want to dump my shot over
JG's
head. That's why I want to take my shot and dump it over JG's head. You don't even deserve JG. Jonathan, I want to.
No, don't even call him that. That's my son's name. He don't even deserve the name Jonathan.
Well,
that guy. Let's call him that guy.
No, I'm still a page out of Shady's book. JG is ass. JG was ass. He was ass today. JG was ass today for calling that soft ass defense. And our offense with our backup quarterback put up 34 points, and you guys couldn't make it stand. And forget the short fields. And I know that was a problem, but there were a couple of long drives that we gave up right after some scores there, and that was all him. There's no way that should happen, man. All right, here we go. If Dante wasn't off the wagon, he would be after this game, and I am, Jeremiah. You're right. If Dante wasn't off the wagon, he would be after this game. Well, here we go. We're going to drink to our Philadelphia Eagles, and I want to take
the best team in the league.
We are still the best team in the league. And I was watching in the presence of some Cowboys fans, and I was like, "Are you guys kidding me? You guys are playing catch up at home against our backup quarterback. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?" He said it was third in Infinity.
I know, right?
It was third in Infinity for crying out loud.
It was like third in Philly. They was in Dallas, and it was like third in Philadelphia.
Yes. That reminded me of the Tennessee game when it was third. It was like third and 24. Fourth and 24, whatever. And they threw it out, and the safety Nelson wasn't over there. Like.
Yeah, I'm still proud of our boys. All right, here we go. To our Philadelphia Eagles, 13-2. We're still that squad. All right, down the hatch. I'm doing the Quavo, the silver tequila. Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey. Michelle is doing the apple pie shot. So let me know what you're doing, and let's still drink up. It's not over. There's no need to panic. All right, to our Philadelphia Eagles, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. And they will forever suck.
They shouldn't even get a day off. Like no day off on Monday.
Richard Boo is doing the Grey Goose Ultra Light. Oh, that's his regular.
Lemonade, eggnog. Yes.
Got his eggnog.
Okay.
Hector says, "I really hope JG gets a head coaching job." I am rooting for that also.
Listen.
And sometimes when the defense does this bad, I'm really not happy because it normally says, normally says that we're in a tougher game or it causes a loss. But I am so happy when the defense does well because I want him out of here because I think we have, and it's no promise we're going to bring back the same people from next year, but I think that a different coordinator with this amount of talent on defense could have easily had a top 5 defense like JG had, and even more dynamic top 5 defense. You
We
know what I'm
need we
saying?
need a DC that's more aggressive, more
Yes.
Philly,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
that pays attention to the details of the game. And I just feel like JG does what's comfortable and conservative versus
Yeah.
what's going to maximize the talent he has. He needs talent like this to be a good DC, because if he didn't, imagine if we didn't have this type of roster. Our defense would get burnt week after week after
Oh
week.
yeah. Oh yeah. And we
He
saw it
needs
last
this
year.
type of talent. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for this talent, we would keep getting burnt week after week.
Yes. I mean, like, look, he's got a number
Well,
2 defense with this type of talent and his limitations on uh,
You
adjustments,
want a shot?
defensive scheme, and he's still the talent on this defense has really carried them to where they are. I mean, he's
period.
going to get all the
Not the
credit. He's going to
coaching.
get
The
all the
talent
credit.
has
Not the
carried
coaching.
them.
It's the talent. When you look at when you look at the talent we have on defense, you know that they almost have to be a top 2 defense
Mhm.
without any coaching. Come on now, look across our defensive line. Look at our outside linebackers. Look at our secondary.
We got people that hardly need coaching, but they do need some scheming.
Yes. Here's Vic Fangio. That's who I
Hey,
want.
Shell.
There goes Shell. Shell's in the building. Remember him? And that's how they used to fight too. They used to fight just like that on air. People used to approach Shell on the street like, man, I love watching y'all. You and Pat, man, y'all crack me up.
No, he's here for the holidays, man. So I appreciate my brother come here.
Welcome home.
All right, now go back over there.
He's probably doing the same thing he did when he was on the show. Slept the whole game. and
No,
then
he
get
was
on-
up. He
No,
was
he
up.
was up.
He definitely was up because I'm watching the game, so let's be honest.
Right. Everyone wants and needs a shot.
Like
yeah.
a double shot.
Oh yeah, that was something else. Let's talk about that. Lane went
Yeah,
down, right?
that
So
was
We
I've
can
been
ill
checking.
afford to lose.
So the
Lane.
reason my head was I was checking updates, but I hope he's not down for long. I hope it's just he got rolled up under. It looked like it was more of an ankle thing than it was a knee. It's same thing with Vontae Maddox was a foot, it was a toe, and Jordan Davis went out with concussion.
damn. So
Yeah.
we don't get Jordan Davis for 2 games.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should be. I mean, Jordan, he should be back by time for the playoffs. Hopefully, Lane's injury is not anything that's lingering. It's not a bad time to get injured, especially if it's not serious, because all we have to do is win next week, and then we can kind of pull back a little bit. But yeah, we can ill afford to lose Lane. Lane is a big part, as you know. He has that long streak of not allowing a sack, and that means a lot. That means a lot in this this offensive scheme, and with our quarterback. Let me just. All right, so we're disappointed. I get it. Gardner Minshew turned the ball over 3 times, but let me give credit. Let me give him some credit too, because he did put up 34 points, and that shows how what job he did, and how strong this team is to have a 4 turnover game and still put up 34 points. Is not anything to sneeze at. It's not anything to sneeze at. We just just wish that he could have been a better steward of the ball and not turned it over as many times. But it wasn't a bad game. But it should shut up the critics like Parsons and Chris Sims saying that Jalen, anybody could play in this position and win the game. And that's just not the case there. Jalen Hurts is a dynamic and phenomenal and having an outstanding year. He should get the credit for that. And you see
That's right.
the results of when he's not in there. When he's not in there, you saw what the results were. We don't turn the ball over 4 times when Jalen Hurts in there. We don't do that.
Right. And who's to say he doesn't have an effect on even the defense? Just the defense knowing that Jalen Hurts is still in the game
The
on the other
defense-
side of the ball.
The defense doesn't give up 40 points because he doesn't turn the ball over 4 times, and that means that they don't get 20 points off of 4 turnovers. So he's good for 20 points. They don't get 20 of those 40 points if Jalen's in there, because 20 of their points came off of all 4 turnovers.
They don't like Jack Driscoll. So Josh Tolentino from JCT Sports says Lane walked out of the locker room. This is 8 minutes ago. He's moving around on his own power, but he's wearing a wrap around his waist and groin area.
Oh, so it looked like he
Ooh.
might have pulled his
Hip
his groin.
flexor
Yeah,
or
something like that.
groin. So if it's waist and groin, it could either be his groin or like his hip flexor area.
Mm.
Hmm.
I'm cool with that. Then you sit his behind down, let him get healthy. You know, give him 4 or 5 weeks. You basically have a month off. You
Yeah,
basically have a
yeah.
month off. You know, let's go out there and get this victory, this W against the Saints, and be more efficient. And let's walk this thing off and take our starters out so we can be healthy for this playoff run.
All right. Ed says no sacks, 355 yards, 2 Ds, 1 rushing TD from Minshew, 3 turnovers, 2 INTs, and 1 fumble. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta take the bad with the good, I guess. But
Yo,
you know,
I got to
could
really
just
shout out this offensive line. Like the offensive line, one thing Michelle always said when you read that stat right there, the
Mhm.
offensive line don't do pass protection well. They didn't give up any sacks.
To a non-mobile quarterback, that was impressive. They did their part. Like, you know, when you
They
bring
did.
in your backup, and this is what I expected across the line, and for the most part they did. He had to do his part too, though.
Mhm.
But when you bring in the backup, right, the team rallies around the backup, right?
Mhm.
They elevate their level of play to compensate for the drop off from your starter to your backup, and for the most part, you saw that. You saw it in the offensive line because, like Nichelle said, our offensive line is not. They're a dominant offensive line, but their weakness is the pass blocking. It's just not exposed as much because we have an athletic quarterback. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
But in this game here, with a running quarterback,
Mhm.
a more stationary quarterback, they did a pretty good job of protecting him in the pocket.
Yeah, because it forces them to be a little bit more mobile when Jalen's back there dropping
Right.
back.
So I'll give him that. Jeremy says 2 fumbles. Christopher says that last drive when Parsons was tired, we let Dallas call a timeout. Instead
That
of
part,
hurrying
I
up the
was
offense on the
mad.
drive, I
We
believe
could
we
have
would have
totally
scored.
scored.
Yes. Yeah. Hector says
Dallas
again,
wasn't better
thank you,
today, D
Hector,
Money.
for reminding us that 4 turnovers today. We gave them the game. Yeah, we did. Thank you,
We
D
did.
Money 1700 for supporting us on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right. I mean, I know we're
Like,
not feeling
share,
good.
follow us on YouTube,
Yeah, do
subscribe.
all of that.
Hey, Dark Knight, I think we should do our Thursday show exclusively on YouTube. Maybe.
This exclusively on YouTube. I'm gonna be, I'm off this week, so I might do a couple more. Y'all, if y'all are off, then I don't know what your holiday
I'm off
schedule looks
Monday.
like, but I'm gonna be off, so I might be doing a couple of lunch with Dark Knights. So you guys, if you are, between 12 and 1, I may come on and give you guys some content and this week. So look out for it on YouTube too.
Yeah,
So
and we shot ourselves in the foot to answer his question. It wasn't they beat us. We beat ourselves.
no,
Period.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Period.
let's be honest. For what our backup quarterback did, 355 yards passing, 4 turnovers though. The turnovers is a defining factor of what happens in a game. When you give a opposing team that's supposed to be good 20, we spotted them 20 of their 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
If we didn't spot them the 20 points, we win this game easily 20-34. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, for real. I mean, I go all the way back to the first quarter. When we're up 10-0, how many games do we lose with Jalen up 10-0 early in the game? That's a wrap. It's a wrap. And that was in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Jalen would have, oh man. But I can't cry with spilt milk. All
But
right. Tony Burr says Saints and Giants are both fighting for their playoff lives. There's no we only need one win talk. All right, yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah, we got to handle business next week.
Yeah, we
so
got to
can
handle
put this to
business.
bed. I'm mad we couldn't handle business today, so it could have just been smooth sailing through these last 2 games. But we definitely have to take care of business and lock up the number 1 seed next week.
3rd and 30.
We're not. That's going to hurt us. I'm going to be mad all season about 3rd and 30. I know the rest of us are too. I'm not letting that go. Not anytime soon. They better bring home a whole chip before I let go of 3rd and 30.
That is, I mean, that's the opposite effect of what was that 4th and 23 that I
What
mean
what
that
what we
26.
did when we
yeah,
got
what
fourth
we
and
did,
whatever.
yeah. Now
Yeah.
that's the
Fred
flip side of
X,
that. Like
Freddie
we'll never
Mitchell.
forget 3rd and 30 against the Dallas Cow.
No,
We'll
That was
ever
his
go.
never forgetting
that
that.
was his only target, his only catch this game.
Hmm,
That
I
makes it
still
even
don't believe
worse,
it.
Pat. You just taking a dagger and turning that shit.
I
I mean,
listen.
everybody, look,
If you
look.
want me to break
I
it
got
down,
all these comments. Look, pissed me off. We gave him 3rd and 30.
if you
Look, here's
serious, you
another
want
one.
me
I'm
to break
still
it
in
down?
disbelief for 3rd and 30. D Money, 3rd and 30 will not be forgotten.
No,
Nobody's going to forget
it's
third and
no
thirty, yo.
excuse. There is no excuse you can fathom
They
to
got caught
say
in the backfield on that
to
third and
say
30.
no. It's no excuse you could put up there that could justify a 3rd and 30 given up. There is no excuse.
3rd and 30. Third and motherfucking 30. Yeah, and nobody's ever going to forget that, man. 3rd and 30. I lost three bottles. I lost 3 bottles of alcohol and a case of beer and a bottle of wine. Woo, he had a lot of bets out there.
Ouch. Ouch.
Woo, yeah. Slay panics against Dallas. Slay didn't have a good game, but I don't know if it was the Slay or the scheme, man. I don't
It's the
know
scheme.
if they
How many
allowed
times you gotta
Slay to be
understand
the
it?
best version of himself, to
They're
use
not.
some of my personal
They're
development
not.
talk. They didn't allow Slay to be the best version of himself today. Oh my God. V says, bad enough it was 3rd and 30. They gave it 50 yards on the shit. It was 3rd and 30 and they got over 30. Yeah, 30. They got over 30 yards. Yeah. All right, don't rub it in, V. Damn,
52
V.
yards.
Like, yo.
To be exact. If you
Yeah,
want to
that's
Yo.
go
right.
there,
Props to Smitty today.
thank you,
Yeah,
Smith. You
Smitty
helped
got
me on
off.
this playoff.
Yep, 4th and 26. Fred X.
Yo, props to Devontae today. He's the man and the technician with his route running. And
Listen,
the footwork, man.
twinkle
He
toes.
and AJ had some impressive catches on the sideline with the footwork, man. Oh, that's what's up. Look, he said JT said I lost $100 on this bullshit. The white Brown says, thank you, Dante Shell Pat, for showing me love by being on the West because there's no Eagles content. Merry Christmas, Eagles fan. Merry Christmas to
Merry
White. Merry
Christmas,
Christmas to
White.
everyone. This is not the outcome we wanted. But
We
Gabriel,
still the
I
best in the
disagree.
league.
Christmas is not ruined. I know it doesn't feel good right now, but in Christmas, our team is still 13-2, still the best team in the league, despite this. I mean, I don't take anything away from our team by losing this game to Dallas, who was at home and had to come back to our team who had a backup quarterback in there. To me, and I know there's no moral victories. I get it. There's no moral victories, but I don't feel bad, man, because I
We
feel
beat
confident.
ourselves.
Yes, to know that we beat ourselves, and had we had our starting quarterback, this would have been what I predicted in the beginning, which would have been a blowout. This would have been a blowout. And I was expecting it after 10-0. I'm like, oh yeah, we about to go ham on their ass. But it just wasn't meant to be today. And if we have to see them in the playoffs with our starting quarterback, you better believe at the link, you better believe it's going to be a different story.
where
if
all
they
these
make
cowgirls fans coming from? All these cowgirls come out the woodworks.
We sorry about your family. God bless you.
Yeah, D Money, my whole oh my goodness. Yeah, I gotta return to the party to get the rest of my stuff because I ran out of there during the pregame to get on the show. So I left my stuff there. I went back during the game. I tried to reconnect. I was going to do the post game from there, but no luck. Couldn't get our program is heavily dependent upon the internet connection, and that's the reason why I will go to a place like that who has a home network. I expect that your home network is going to give me reliable internet, but that wasn't to be today. So I still have to go down there and face some Cowboys fans down there. Ah, crap. I even had a coworker. We had not a bet, but we just said whoever, after the game, we're going to call each other. We don't ever talk to each other outside of work hours. But so he called me already.
Dark Knight, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think tonight we actually did prove that we were actually we did prove that we were a better team. Actually, there was just a comment just put it up. I think we proved we were a better team because we didn't even play with our number one quarterback. MVP caliber quarterback. Like this whole game would have been totally different. It would have been a total different game if you had Jalen Hurts out there. I think this
Yeah.
game will be put away by halftime.
Oh yeah, definitely. He said the game is over. I think we proved we are the better team. Love you guys. Enjoy your holidays. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah, we're gonna get out here, man. Thank you guys for a wonderful year. I wish all of you guys to have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back. We'll be back in on Thursday. I might even be back before that. But until then, enjoy your Christmas. Hope that everyone gets everything that they want. The kids enjoy themselves. That's what I think is really for the kids. And we'll see you guys on Thursday for sure, 7:00 upon further review, where we go over this game again, and we'll be talking about 3rd and 30 again, but only for a short period of time.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to mention it because
Yeah,
I don't want
I'm
to look
not
at the R22. I really don't want to look at this game. I want to move forward and look about what we need to do going forward, man.
Yes, Michael Mitchell. Yeah. All right, man. All right, you guys enjoy. Y'all want to have a shot going out? We can have a shot on the way out.
Of course.
A Merry Christmas shot on the way out. All right.
Happy
here we go.
holidays.
Happy holidays to everybody. We're going to have a Christmas shot on the way out. So here we go. To our Philadelphia Eagles and to each and every one of you and your families. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa and all of that. We'll see you guys
Happy
soon.
Hanukkah.
We're out. Peace.
We go live in 5,